I'm ready for anything this summer. Part of the wild card is it is a new ownership group coming in. One of the things that I've said for months before, obviously their run ended, I didn't think if they were in the finals again, or obviously if they won the finals again, that the first steps for a new ownership group was going to be let's start trading guys because we need to get cheaper. I know Celtics fans, they wouldn't stand for it. They would have rioted if that was the case. Now I think, and it's not the right exact term to use, but they have a little bit of cover on doing that because I think most folks are like, it's probably going to be a little bit of a gap year. And that's what I think it's going to be, is just a step back as they kind of reset a little bit. I think there's a good chance someone like Drew Holiday gets moved. Kristaps Porzingis maybe gets moved. I think Sam Hauser is maybe the most logical guy to get traded. It's Sam Hauser being a really good bench shooter on a team that's not a title contender is like having a really good closer on a bad baseball team. What's the point? Like, it doesn't really matter. And they've got a guy like Baylor Shireman in the fold now where it's like, just give him those minutes and see what he can do. So I think what we're really looking at with them is it's probably going to take a series of transactions to get there. There's not going to be one big transaction because that would mean dealing with the Nets and be like, hey, you want to eat this one contract for Holiday or for Porzingis, and that would clear everything they need to clear. But I don't think that's going to be how it goes because I don't think they're excited about the idea, let's give up draft capital to do that. But I think a series of transactions over a couple cycles, so offseason, trade deadline, the next offseason, that's how they're going to get themselves under the second apron. I'm with you. I don't think they'll trade Jaylen Brown. I don't know that it's completely off the table. Clearly, they've had him in trade talks previously. That he felt a certain way about that, but it didn't end up happening. And he came back great and won a title, but he's also dealing with a knee injury, so they'll take a step back. The good news is the Eastern Conference stinks, so they can be a little worse and still probably be a playoff team. And the good news with Jason Tatum is all the reports that are coming out is he had this surgery very early, very quickly, basically within 24 hours of it happening. And all the indications are if you get it done very quickly and in the manner that they repaired the injury, you can return quicker and better than most guys have from these Achilles tears. That said, they're not going to rush him back. They're not going to be like, get back on the floor and by the trade deadline or by the All-Star break or anything like that. But I think if he's ready, they'll bring him back. And it might look a little bit like Brandon Clark did a couple seasons ago with the Grizzlies, where it was at the end of a lost season. A lot of people, why are they bringing Brandon Clark back? They stink. They're terrible. But it was get him back out there, let him go through. All right, I can play in traffic. I can play in a crowd. I got knocked down. Somebody fell into my leg. It's not the end of the world. I'm good. So that way when we start the next season,